All right, what's up?
What's happening?
Hey.
What's good?
What's going on, man?
All right, man. You know, coming to you live from the city of Dallas, man. This is for all the haters out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So for those of you who aren't on YouTube, you should do. That's like what to do is shout out to everybody that's fucking with us and fuck everybody that's not.
There you go.
And it's written, so therefore it is fact.
Yep.
That's
just for everybody out there, man, that, you know, if y'all not fucking with us yet, man, hey, jump on the board. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we feed off of that. So when you're talking
You
about
know what
that,
it is.
Oh, like you said, again, strike zone to end zone because it is baseball season.
Baseball season.
I'm producer Wes, but more importantly, it's Trey Ballard's show. He's the one only, the sports junkie.
I am.
And
injected into my veins every day of the week.
The refried to my frijoles, whatever you want to say.
Hey.
I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know.
Peanut butter.
I don't know if that
and
makes any sense.
Great teamwork. Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly, baby.
You got to get to that. Sometimes, man, you got to get to that. You got to get to that Jimmy. You got to get to that Baja.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's what. Shout out to Champ Cheese, Dion Waiters, man, former Laker, former Cleveland. You know, he played for a couple teams, man. Shout out Dion. He said, man, look, you know, you got to be able to get to that Baja. That Jimmy, you know what I mean? You got to be able to get to that. What's
considered the Baja? I know, like
the Baja. So the Baja is the swag than what you do it with. You know what I mean? When you cross somebody over, hit them with a little snatch back.
Oh, because
you know what I mean? You know when you start mixing them up, you know that's your Baja.
I know.
And then the jump shot, you get to that Jimmy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get the jump shot of Baja. I'm just trying to think because it's like swag, on the other side of Mexico.
No.
You're switching over.
I don't swag, bro.
It's fucking dope. I like it. I just don't know when I'll be.
It's some Philly shit, bro.
Oh, fucking Philly, dude.
Well, I agree, but he cool.
He's cool.
He cool from Philly. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, the Roots are from Philly too.
I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Dion. He cool from Philly.
Yeah.
So. But everybody else from Philly, fuck y'all. I'm sure y'all feel the same way. So you know they be cutthroat over.
You got a Giants fan and a Cowboys fan here.
Hey, real quick, bro. You know what I saw? I saw a little adaptation on the 100 people versus gorilla thing, and it was 100 Americans versus 100 British people, and somebody said that Britain doesn't understand what they getting themselves into.
No, they don't. Well, they are hooligans, though.
But we got so much other shit going on over here.
We fight with guns.
We got a lot of people that are just walking around waiting to whoop somebody's ass. Like they just are looking for the opportunity. They got so much shit going on and so much pent up shit they need to get out that they like, I just want somebody to cross me so I can beat the shit out there.
Yeah, that's the thing here.
Yes, we do have guns.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We have a very big. Just let's say our pool alone of who our 100 fighters would be.
Yeah,
is a lot bigger.
I mean, we could take 100 crackheads.
Oh, well, get them Jones.
And we might only need 25.
Yeah.
If we send 100 crackheads, we might only need 25.
What was it on Pulp Fiction?
I mean, hell, we can get a couple people over here at this 7-Eleven, bro. Y'all
dude, yeah.
They be wilding over there, bro.
What was it on Pulp Fiction? I'm gonna get some hard crack pipe hitting motherfuckers.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Go medieval on his ass.
Bro, shit go crazy.
Yeah, so where did that all start from? Because
it's been a thing for a while, honestly. Like the gorilla thing actually came. Like this isn't the first time I'm seeing this debate. We've had, it's been a thing a couple times, honestly, in my life. I feel like because I've had to explain. I mean, I personally feel like 10 people would have a hard time with a chimp.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro. You'd have a tough time with a chimpanzee. And I know the sheer, I get the line of thinking, trust me, because the sheer numbers, but this is the thing, bro. We cannot, with our bare hands, unless we get close enough, hurt the gorilla. That's the issue. You can't hurt the gorilla unless you got to gouge his eye, because we can't hit him hard enough to hurt him.
Right.
We can't scratch it. Like, you know, there's none of that stuff we can do.
We can only use
like, you know what I mean? We can't affect him because he's gonna rip us apart. Like, we're not built for this sort of bodily abuse.
And it's known, and it's like you try to provoke it, he will. It's like, dude, go wrestle a lion. I dare you. Go for it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
and what kind of gorilla is this supposed to be?
This is a grown silverback male gorilla. Like, this is not, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said, bro, 10 people, you're gonna have a hard time with a chimp. Because they don't have any, they're wild, they don't have a sense of restraint. Like, so when they grab you, or like, I've seen a motherfucker rip people's scalps and faces, like, they don't understand, like, if I come and like try to grab your face, like, I can restrain myself from ripping your face off. Yeah. They don't know how to do that.
All they know is fight or flight.
They don't know how to do that.
Their fight is going to be.
From the very beginning, when he grabs you by your face and rips half your face off, you're going to want to keep trying to fight this thing? If you do, good luck. More power to you, but listen, it's hard for me to think that whenever that first broken bone or that bodily injury is going to be devastating to you, bro. Yo, you've never went through something like that.
See what the stats are on, like, what's the hardest punch a human can do and what's the average force of a punch. Just go average. All right. Yeah. I'm just going to think that even if you have...
What's the hardest a human can punch?
Yeah.
The record for hardest human punch was recorded at 129,161 units on a power cube, a device that measures punch power based on force, speed, and accuracy. Oh, this was set by Francis Ngannou in 2017. I didn't know that.
Okay, so what's the hardest? See if use perplexity.ai. It's better for research.
Okay.
It's like my favorite new AI out there.
Perplexity.ai. Okay, what?
Yeah, so because it'll cite sources and stuff. So just type in what is if you were to compare or like something like human punch versus a silverback gorilla punch, what are the differences? Who would win or something like that? And it'll search through like 30 sites or some shit like
versus gorilla punch, who would win?
Yeah, just see what
search. Or do I do search or read? Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Probably.
And here the debate comes up. Can 100 men actually be up? Okay. A gorilla's punch is vastly stronger than a human's punch due to its much greater muscle mass, fast twitch muscle fibers, and overall physical power. Estimates suggest a gorilla can deliver punches with energy output roughly 10 to 50 times greater than an average human punch.
Okay, so, and you said the hardest was...
It was just on the measurement that they were using. It was like 129,000 something, but that was just on that particular. But it's saying, so it's got it right here. For example, while a human punch might output around 74 joules of force, a gorilla's punch can reach between 881 and 3,660 joules.
Fuck.
The immense strength means a single gorilla punch could easily break bones or ankle. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying because bro, it's the fact of the matter that you have to have the mentality of once he hurts you, you have to keep going. Yeah. That's my thing. Like, you have to account for the people that he's going to get out of there and with one hit, he's going to use me to hit you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just
100%.
That's my thing. I'm like, I get it. It's numbers. Sure. That ideally, it sounds good.
Maybe we kill him with fatigue.
That's what your hope is.
I don't know.
That's what you got to hope that enough motherfuckers is left standing. Because I'm like, bro, as soon as he breaks your arm or you call it, like, there's so many different things that can break in this instance.
You can tear your ACL walking upstairs.
Literally.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm just like, this gorilla is so much stronger than we are.
Yeah.
Now, there's 100 of us, sure. And again, this could vary on the 100 people you take. We could take a bunch of UFC fighters, heavyweight boxers. There's a lot of...
assuming that they are hitting their hardest each
You know what I mean? They got to be ready.
If we're going to go literal, let's go literal. Let's assume, we got to assume all that shit.
Right, because, bro, that's a bad motherfucker, bro.
Unless we got 100 Batmans.
Yeah, I think Bruce Wayne, I think they could get it done.
Yeah. But
so it says, overall, in a direct punch-for-punch comparison, the gorilla's punch would overwhelmingly win against a human punch due to superior strength, muscle composition, and physical reliance.
Gotcha.
And I'm not getting hit by a gorilla, y'all. I'm sorry. I wouldn't. You people gonna be like, well, we wouldn't send motherfuckers like you then. More power to you. Yeah. Who you would send?
Enjoy the suicide mission.
Good luck. That's why. Yeah. Good luck.
God bless.
I will watch on TV. I would watch something. I would watch that televised. I would.
I don't want you to die.
I don't either.
But if it happens, I'm not gonna feel bad.
I don't want to watch humans get decapitated and whatnot. But since you idiots want to go do it, sure. Okay, I'll watch it. I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch innocent people that are caught in a cage or something get ripped apart. But if you're gonna willingly go in there, okay. I mean, shit. Please. Good luck.
Please
have fun.
Yeah, look. I know you've seen the documentary King Kong.
Well, I mean,
no, but it's even they had planes and they couldn't even take. So if you were,
that's a big.
If you were to allow the size of King Kong, but then you were allowing planes and guns. or whatever, you were allowed, humans were allowed to what, and kind of compensates.
I mean, bro, obviously, if we took weapons, we wouldn't even need 100 people.
Right, but I'm saying, but if you made the gorilla the size of King Kong, and then it kind of levels it up again.
Think about that. That's a bad motherfucker right there.
I know.
It's a bad motherfucker right there. But yeah, I mean,
hypothetical sports here, it strikes.
Yeah, man, that to me, because like that involves potentially some UFC fighters, boxers. Those are sports as well. So I mean, look, man, y'all have good fun with that. If this ever truly sees the light of day, I'm gonna have a lot of questions about where humanity. Well, I already have questions a lot about where humanity is going and things like that. But I'm gonna really question what the fuck's going on.
So I would guess if there was any country that would do that, it's just like in Deer Hunter, it'd be like Vietnam.
Yeah,
some weird back alley shit. Yeah, and again, if you're out there, prove me wrong, but I just haven't heard any great stories. Good luck.
Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say is good luck.
I did see a video. Somebody did a rendering of one Chuck Norris versus 100 gorillas, and of course Chuck Norris won.
Well,
because Chuck Norris.
Yeah, it's fucking Chuck Norris.
Because the bed never wets it. Chuck Norris doesn't wet the bed. The bed wets itself in fear.
We're talking about Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah,
you better put some fucking respect.
Put some respect on that name.
Walker, Texas Ranger. Just not Colorado, not Oklahoma. Just not Florida Ranger.
Cool name.
It's Walker, Texas fucking Ranger we're talking about. Respect on that, man. Shout out Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Dog, do you know who came into the restaurant on Monday for Cinco?
Who?
Martha fucking Stewart.
Dude, fucking gangster. She's awesome.
Bro, I couldn't wait to tell you that.
Oh, dude.
She was cool as hell.
Okay,
it was nuts, bro. It was really
for someone who's 80.
Oh man!
Oh dude, she's fucking beautiful.
She still look good. Yeah, she did look that, but she do look like an old lady in real life. Like she really do. But she looks good. But she is an old lady. She's old.
I mean, if you have to,
like, I really was sitting here thinking, like, damn, this is like my granny.
Yeah, but
it was crazy.
Somebody's like, you have to have sex with an 8-year-old. I mean,
you can do that. I'm not going to do that, but
I don't want to. I'm just saying.
They said you had to.
Yeah,
it depends, bro. I'm always the worst at those life or death questions. Like, you got to do this or you die. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm probably just going to die. Because y'all, bro, some of this shit people become. I'm not doing. No, sorry, I'm not doing it. I don't
live with bang Martha Stewart and live, or just die. That dude, come on, that's an easy one.
I mean, bro, I don't know.
Dude, come on.
I guess.
Dude, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm like I said, I told you I'm the worst. 9 times out of 10, I'm like, bro, look, man.
I'm
one of those people, bro. Like, if I don't want to do something, I'm not doing it. Like, you're not gonna get me to do it.
Yeah, no, you're like my buddy. You're like my buddy Bryson. You do the same thing,
bro. I'm not doing it. Bro.
He would ask me these ridiculous questions. I would answer, and then I would say, "What about you?" He goes, "Nah, I'm good."
No.
And I'm like, "What? Now you're taking the moral high."
If I don't want to eat something, if I want to do it, bro, I'm not doing it. If I want to go somewhere, I'm not going. I'm just
even in your hypothetical world,
bro. I am one of those full on, like, I'm grown. Like, if I want to do it, and I don't care what your opinion is, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, bro, I don't care.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not. That's actually.
It's like for other people, bro. There's like random people that obviously don't know me. Like, like we'll be out and shit, and like people will say like shit like that, and I'm like, bro, like. I don't even know you. I don't give a fuck. Like, how you feel? Like,
yeah, no, exactly. If it's some rando, like, hey, what do you think? You're like, get the fuck away from me. I don't.
Like, I be out with my homie Jalen or something. We come with these dudes at the bar, like, we talking about some shit, and then they'll just say some shit like that. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, you're entitled to it. Cool, have it, but I don't care how you feel about how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Because once this is over, I'm going to completely forget about it.
Yeah, I'm going right back to what I was doing.
So did you serve her a cocktail? Did she sit at the bar or she goes to the...
Nah, she sat at the table and I was bartending, but I did run a drink over there and shit, and just was
she pleasant?
She was really nice. Her friends were cunts. If y'all ever hear this, yes, you were fucking cunts. But
it's always the entourage.
You were hanging out with March, or you cool with March Stewart or whatever. But be better. Be nicer.
Be better.
Like, be fucking nicer.
It's not hard. It's amazing how differently people treat you.
You were drinking Casa Dragones in a fucking margarita. If you're gonna drink a fucking expensive, why the fuck would you put it in a fucking margarita?
That's an insult.
Literally. The people of Casa Dragonis would have said, fuck you. Now, if you want to do a nice cocktail of some sort or anything like that.
Do like a mid-shelf.
Yeah, something. But to a fucking margarita with Casa Dragonis?
How much is that at your restaurant? How much is that?
It's like fucking 40 a pour, 45 a pour.
Oh. So was that?
That's for the Blanco, bro. We got the Reposado and the Añejo, which is going to run you upwards of, 60 to 80 for the others.
Yeah. So if you were to buy the full bottle at the restaurant, it would be something like 1,000.
Man, I don't know if it'd be maybe
750,
something like that, maybe.
Yeah. So that means what it retails around probably like 300.
Maybe, yeah, somewhere there.
Okay, it's still really expensive.
Yeah, it's just.
But no, I would
one of
not.
those things of just like, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah. So shout out to Lalo and his brother who taught me how to drink tequila properly.
Oh, dude.
Because they were seeing me slam tequila, which was fine.
Well, I like to sip on Reposados and those obviously, but in a Blanco, I definitely put it in a margarita, depending on what like.
I don't mind taking shots of Blanco either.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. If I'm gonna shoot tequila, it's gonna be Blanco.
Yeah, Espolon. Yeah,
it's gonna be a Blanco.
Yeah, you can never go wrong. And then when I tried Julio 1942, it was.
Did they show you the trick to see how? Pure the tequila is in terms of no additives and whatnot?
No.
So anytime you have some tequila, take it, get a little spoon or like a straw or anything if you can, dabble a little bit on your hand or either part, and it should rub in like. Oh like
not be like sticky or anything.
Yeah, shouldn't feel like hand sanitizer. Right. You know, like when you rub in hand sanitizer, like it goes in, but it's still got that. You can still kind of see it till it goes in all the way.
Yeah.
With tequila, it should just really rub right in, like aloe vera. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Huh. No, I kind of want to try it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's honestly doing it to people like at work. I'm like, I'll show them, and they're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like,
yeah, I told you about Tequila Matchmaker, right?
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Oh, I love it.
It's fucking mind blowing when you start.
I love it, and then it starts helping you pair with stuff like with food and all that sort of shit. I have that.
Yeah,
I also have one for wine too.
Oh, that's good. But it really kind of blows your mind on like because when you think of how many distilleries there are on top of.
Yeah, the wine one is called Vivino, and then you see I got Tequila Magic.
Yeah. So because like people are like Patron, I'm like fuck Patron, it's made by Bacardi. No. Fuck Bacardi.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, you guys gave bad names to bad reps to tequila and rum. Rum is really good
until they started doing all that dragon fruit flavor and shit.
Yeah,
like I remember when I was like fucking 19, that was cool.
Yeah, no,
like,
exactly. Like
when I was 19, that was awesome. Like I remember I got a bottle of it. I remember the first that was the first bottle I ever got like from like someone got me from the liquor store. It was like pre-game and they were like, what do you want? And I was like, let me do like Bacardi or something, and they got me that flavor and I was like, fuck yeah. But then once I turned 21 I was like, this is awful. Yeah,
no, it really is. And I was like that until I went to St. Lucia.
Yeah.
When you're still getting like real Caribbean rum.
Oh, like when I went to BVI, it was like that.
Yeah, when you have the real good shit.
Yeah, having painkillers and
I didn't mix it. I was drinking it straight. It was that good.
I'm out there.
I don't remember much of my honeymoon. I don't shit, dude. They were like we wiped it because we had our own bar.
Yeah,
and we're like, can we get? So we had top shelf shit, and so we were like, can we get some new bottles of vodka and scotch and Jack and all? They're like, nobody's ever been able to fit it. It's like, you guys are only here for like 3 days. It was like gone the first day.
It's like I
was like, bitch, we're on vacation.
Yeah, it's like.
Plus, I got a full bottle of Adderall that I'm not going to use, so I'm going to use it here.
Bro, that was like back.
That's my endurance. Yeah,
that was like back in. I think it was like 20. It might have been going on 10 years ago now, but Wisconsin was about to play LSU in were they going to play in Wisconsin? I can't remember. I don't think they were going to play in Wisconsin. They were playing them somewhere else, but they said that because the game was Saturday and a lot of the Wisconsin people left on Wednesday, Thursday to get down there for the weekend. I think they were playing somewhere else. So they were saying that the Wisconsin like a lot of the flights booked to this particular location where the game was a lot of Wisconsin people, obviously, going from to and from wherever. Yeah. And they said that they drank them out of alcohol on the plane and at multiple of the hotel bars in the city where they.
No shit.
And this was before Saturday. They said by Friday. They said by Thursday night, Friday night, like those 2 nights. Yeah. By that point, day of the game, they had to do emergency orders to get in like Friday night, in the middle of the night, pretty much for Saturday, because they drank everything.
That checks out.
Yeah, that was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's some soccer hooligan shit.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
I remember they were talking about it on ESPN during the broadcast, and I was like, holy shit. They were like, that's how crazy.
Rob to run out of
the planes and the hotels.
I can't believe the planes serve. Well, that makes sense.
Well, they serve out, but they don't have a lot. Remember,
they don't have a lot. So that makes sense.
So they drink them out of the plane, and then once they got, it was like 2 hotels.
How many people? Like. So
I mean,
like a plane's worth.
It was thousands.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's.
I mean, this is Wisconsin, bro.
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah, it's University of Wisconsin. So it's like they love Wisconsin. They love the Pack. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
there's not much to love in Wisconsin.
Certain occasions, it's just like, we're gonna ride out.
Yeah.
So,
it's like
the football team is going. So we're Badgers for like that's one.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Like,
we're gonna ride out them. Them Nebraska. You guys, Iowa. Like they gonna ride for the squad. Like I mean, they don't have shit else to root for.
No, they got nothing to do.
Yeah, that too. So
that's
why I had so much fun every time I go to Iowa, because there's literally nothing to do but like turn up.
Yeah, that's why it's just like, oh, there's a big like meth or drinking problem, like. Because there's nothing to
have you
do.
ever fucking been there? Ain't shit to do. Like, they literally, like, Zoe's family always makes comments when we come of, like, they'll just be like, yeah, you coming up here from Dallas, like, And they're always so surprised at how much fun I have, because they always think, like, we're not doing enough. And I'm like, bro, there's a point where in Dallas, there's so much to do, you kind of just don't, like, don't even think twice about not doing anything.
Yeah, you're just like,
because if you want to do something on any given day, it's possible.
Dude.
So it's just like when you go somewhere where there isn't really a whole lot to do, you're not mad at it, because you're just like, I come from somewhere where there's always something to fucking do.
Yeah,
there's I don't want to fucking do something all the time.
Yeah, that's why it's like, oh man, you must be. I'm like, knowing that I have the option is good now. I don't want to.
No, I was like earlier whenever you were like talking about how much time it was taking to set up. I'm like, bro, I don't have anything else to do, and I don't like. I'm chilling, like I'm happy to be just chilling.
Yeah, you're like I'm enjoying the quiet. A little bit. like
I love you, Zoe, but I don't have to rush home to make dinner because, we're just chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
we're in no
I don't
rush.
have to do that. Yeah, I don't have to rush for that. So, I'm cooling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just like,
perfect.
I'm in this motherfucker,
Fuck yeah.
So shit, I mean, what we got today, man?
Yeah,
we got some.
I was like, there's our first
that's
block. It was nothing about sports. Well, it kind of had some sports in there.
We only got one NBA game on tap.
Yeah, there's not much going on.
It's Thursday, but it's like not one of those Thursdays. You know what I mean? So like, we got one NBA playoff game, which is the Warriors and the Timberwolves. We got Steph 2 NHL. Steph is out for a week. They said at least.
Okay,
so he's gonna miss the next 2 tonight and the next game for sure. They said they're gonna reevaluate him for Game 4.
Okay, now Steph, I don't know how old is he?
What's Steph now? Steph is 30.
Because he looks the same age. It doesn't.
36 or 37. I think
okay,
Steph's
so you're getting up there.
I think Steph's 37.
It's gonna start to weigh. Do you really want your career-ending injury? Don't push yourself. But I know he's probably just gonna say, "Yeah, no, I'm fine."
Yeah, Steph is 37.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, that's fucking crazy. He's.
When did he get into the league? When he was.
Was that 2000 and when he wasn't how old he was? I think he stayed at Davidson 3 years. So I want to say he was 21.
21. Okay.
I think he was 21.
Hey man. Hell of a run. Fucking nasty ass shooter.
Yeah, dude.
It's fun watching. It's definitely the algorithm on YouTube and Instagram, but it's always, anytime there's a Steph Curry just shot.
Yes, he stayed 3 years at Davidson, so yeah, he was about 21 when he got drafted.
And it's never disappointing. It's like
2009.
Okay.
So he was
that's right when I got out of college.
He was born March 14th of 88. And the draft is typically in June. So yeah, he had just turned 21.
Okay, yeah, just right when I graduated college.
For sure.
Okay. All right, Steph. Yeah, so just making crazy ass shots. Just keep doing that.
My thing is obviously anyone but the Warriors and the Celtics to win the championship. Neither one of those would be nice. I remember whenever the Warriors won it. What was that, in 2022, and they played against the Celtics? That was a tough finals to watch because I just knew that it was
a no-win situation.
There's no win in there. But hey, you hate to see injuries. I do like Steph. Obviously, I mean, and I do still appreciate individual players. Yeah,
objectively, he's insane.
I mean, he's the greatest shooter I've ever seen. So I can objectively say that I can always set aside that sort of thing to appreciate players, especially given the fact that Steph's 36. Bron, like, we've got a lot of guys. KD, that era is about to be gone. They coming up here in the next 4 or 5 years, a lot of retirement is going to be happening, man. It's going to be sad. And obviously, Carmelo's already gone, D-Wade, so that was tough, man.
And I know this is kind of a tangent when you mentioned Carmelo, that shooting victim of Frisco.
Oh, he stabbed him, remember?
You remember the stabbing? Yeah, the stabbing, but it was Metcalf versus Carmelo Anthony. And I'm like, is this like a sports story? And they keep saying it. Yeah. Carmelo Anthony. I'm like, okay. he's got to be super pissed because that's going to fuck up your Google search.
Yeah, at this point, honestly.
I'm not trying to get into that story.
But that's valid because, that shit is fucked up.
Yeah, I'm like, Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony were hanging out.
Yeah, you're like, what?
That makes no...
In Frisco?
In Frisco, of all places.
Like, I mean, they don't fucking play for the Cowboys or anything.
Yeah.
So why the fuck are they there? Yeah.
Yeah, like, what? 2 different sports.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah.
But, I mean, so Golden State going to be without Steph. Obviously, he went out early in the second quarter. So, and, their team still, Jimmy
so that means they got a good team.
Yeah, Draymond and them, they stepped up and still have that 1-0 lead. But Minnesota is favored by 10.5 tonight in that second home game that they have. So
it's OKC.
We'll see what happens. OKC plays tomorrow. They beat they beat Denver by 43 yesterday. After Denver stole game 1, they came back out and they beat them 149-106.
149.
Yes.
So it wasn't 160.
Yeah, they beat the fuck out of them.
Wow. I would rather you beat me by 40 and it'd only be 100 points.
Yeah.
But to allow
150 on me in regulation, like this is 150 in 4 quarters.
I can't defend that one.
150 in 4 quarters is crazy.
How many minutes in each quarter?
12.
Yeah.
48 minutes in 4 quarters is crazy.
I couldn't even do that on Papa Shot if I wanted to.
Man, bro, I can't even do that on 2K right now.
Yeah.
Or I'm sure I could. I just depend on how long the quarters are.
Well, I'm too busy training for the gorilla fight. So.
That's bad. Not me. Yeah, y'all can have that one.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
Even if you had an open net.
Yeah.
Let's just say that all you had to do was run. You had your side of the court and you had to just do a full press to score.
Yeah.
You couldn't score on the other side.
Right.
All right. It's just like it's a regular game. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
149,
bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you need Denver. That was crazy. Y'all did steal game 1. You stole a road game, which is what you
spanked them, but they came back harder.
Which is what you got to do as the the lower seeded team. You do have to try to steal one.
You got to establish dominance. I get it. Maybe
to then return and lose 149-106 in the second game. That's crazy.
So what you did was you pissed them off.
You did. You made
not like in a competitive way. They were fucking.
Yeah, you made them pretty fucking mad. So yeah, tonight, Golden State at Minnesota. Minnesota's gonna try to tie that series up, going to Golden State. That'll be the only game we got for the night. Tomorrow we do have Cleveland and the Pacers, and we have Oklahoma City and Denver. Cleveland is down 2-0 or down 0-2. Sorry, to the Pacers, who. I mean, they have just. I mean, Cleveland's been banged up, but Indiana has definitely taken the series in control, as has New York up to Boston. So both the underdogs and the lower seeded team in the East are.
We called it last week.
Yeah, are up right now.
So listen, Vegas, call us.
Hey, hit us up, bro.
West the second floor studios. Hit Trey up on.
Yeah, at Trey B, TREY_B. You already know what it is.
On X.
Yeah, hit me up. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, shit. Both the underdogs and both the lower seeded teams in the East are up 2-0 right now, which is crazy. Meaning they both won 2 games on the road. So
do I think it's going to happen? No. Do I want it? Yes.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Just to have.
I feel like one of these 2 teams has to win.
So the Knicks are playing Boston. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, so if the Knicks won, I'm obviously
if the Knicks went to the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't even want to see what that city would be like.
No, well, do you want to see what New York would be like or what Boston would be like?
New York.
I know. New York with celebrations.
I already saw it. I already saw what Boston would be like. New York, bro. When they won the other day, or actually was that yesterday? No, was that yesterday? Yes, that was yesterday. When they won yesterday, bro. The fans that were at the game, the New York fans, acting an absolute ass.
Yeah, that
they
checks
were
out.
Acting a fool, Wes.
Yeah, because they're not used to winning, man.
Bro, but it was just the way the security, the ushers and people that was at TD Garden, they had them folks in hell. They couldn't do nothing with them people, bro.
Yeah, they're like, I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Right, we are up 2-0 on y'all. We just won 2 games. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, right,
bro. We already don't like each other from baseball. Like, fuck y'all. I don't give a damn.
Football, but shit. Yeah.
Okay, so typically, let's get this straight. So typically, is it Yankees, Knicks, Giants, right? And then it's Jets,
Rangers,
Mets.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. And because it's Islanders, Yankees.
No,
or
Islanders is Islanders.
Islanders is more people that are like Mets fans and Jets fans and shit. Okay,
100%.
Okay, so
the stereotype is if you're a Mets fan, you're probably a Jets fan.
Yeah. And then
probably Islanders or Devils fan.
Yeah, okay.
So
that's valid.
Yeah, it's usually the Jersey people who go for that.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's
pretty fun.
And if you look geographically, if you want to just do it like this, Jersey, Queens is technically closer.
Yes, right. That's what
Not by much, but technically, geographically it is closer.
No, for sure.
So
yeah. It's the same thing here with Texas OU. OU's campus is technically closer to Dallas than Texas is.
That's why I love the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
You just got to love it. They
say meet right there in the middle, and every broadcast is like, you own the University of Oklahoma is technically closer.
So what would be, Austin is from here is 3 hours. Because I know, like my brother pointed out, in America, we go by minutes.
Yeah.
We don't go by miles here, especially in Dallas. I don't go by miles. Because if you go objectively,
I don't say that shit is 1.2 miles away. I say that shit is 7 minutes away.
Yeah, because where I used to live, I was 6.5 miles away, but that could be 25 minutes.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know what that means.
Unless it's a mile or under.
Yeah, because here I'm about to say because like you said,
I live a mile away now, and I can say that
because that's what people see, and I'm glad you be living in two different places understand. Because with our traffic, bro, it can say 1.2 miles.
Yeah,
and you normally think, all right, that's 7-8 minutes. That shit could take you 20 minutes on a given day. You never know.
Talking about Central Expressway.
You never know. That shit could take you 20 minutes.
I'm all just down one street. That's all I have to go.
That's so funny, bro. Yeah. People never grasp that. I'm like, bro, the reason why we do it is exactly that, bro. This shit could literally take you 20. You never know. You don't ever know.
And people are like, or when I take Vic to the hospital, because when we moved close to UT Southwest, they're like, oh, when can you get here? Or she has an appointment. And we always joke. I'm like, yeah, I left literally 5 minutes before the appointment, and I'm there 2 minutes early.
Yeah.
But if I said I'm 0.75, it just doesn't really, you don't really grasp the close.
I'm going to look at you and be like, all right, bro, so how long is it going to take?
How long is 0.75? Because then you think of like, if I'm walking, you start doing like, okay, in high school, I did like a 5-minute mile.
Right. You start doing all those calculations.
It
normally take me about this long to walk this far. This is going to be about double that. So it should take about the same time. But then I do got to cross that one street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cross that one street, and sometimes it take a second. So
or I got to go through Uptown.
Yeah, and then that's going to be a shit show. So
that was really the main part that took the longest was Central to here.
Yes.
And it's not far.
No, but
there's no direct
you never
route.
know what the fuck going to happen. You always got some construction and shit.
Yeah.
Somebody always got some shit, going over there.
Yeah. So to Austin, it's 3 hours to...
Yeah. It's a little under 3.
And then to OU, it's got to be around 2.5.
It's like 2:45.
Too far for them to go to Waco, too close. So I get it. Dallas is the natural, middle-ish.
Yeah.
A little bit more towards Oklahoma.
Middle, for sure.
Yeah, because it's 100 miles to the border, right? To get to Oklahoma.
From here?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Close. I don't know if it's quite 100. It's probably because my hometown is 25 from the border, 30-ish. So, it might actually be around 100. It's probably right.
Yeah, just give or take.
It's right around there, yeah.
Okay,
my hometown is right up there. So.
Right. All right, so what's going on with hockey?
Tonight we got Carolina and Washington. And we got Edmonton and Vegas. Carolina is actually up 1-0, as is Edmonton. I want to say that the Capitals were the favorites in that series, as were Vegas.
Well, of course. Of course, it's a cold weather city.
You know what I mean?
You're always, no matter what, you're always going to favor naturally.
But hell, the fucking Florida Panthers.
I'm with you.
And the Lightning. No, it's just, but that was one thing that they brought up during that run of Florida teams with the Lightning in Florida now is that how in the hell are these warm weather cities winning?
Yeah, Las Vegas.
Vegas too, winning in hockey, bro. It's crazy. But I want to say, seeing right here that Carolina is favored, as is Vegas. Carolina is favored to go up 2-0. And they're also playing in D.C., so that would be crazy. Edmonton is doing this as the lower seeded team at Vegas. So, we're looking at 2-1-0 series tonight. Two teams also, again, trying to do what the teams in the East for NBA are doing and try to go up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, the Hurricanes, Carolina's been good for a while.
Yeah, they were pretty solid.
They're like not the greatest, but they're always contenders.
Yes, they are always literally. I can't tell you how many years back now like this that I've been really paying attention to hockey, bro. that every time, like I said, they haven't won the Stanley Cup or anything, but they've always been at least, made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because I can't, like every time, it seemed like every time I looked up first round of NHL playoffs, Carolina was in it. They might not have won, but they've been in it for just years. So that's true. They are one of the more consistent franchises for sure.
Yeah. So our Stars are up 1-0.
Yeah. They will play tomorrow night again in Winnipeg. The second game of that opening 2 for Winnipeg, and then we'll switch to Dallas on Sunday. But tomorrow, Dallas will play at 8:30. The game before that will be the Maple Leafs at the Florida Panthers at 6. Nice. So a doubleheader for that, and then we will have a doubleheader for NBA too. So
there you go.
Friday night action there. Then Saturday, the two teams playing tonight will run it back. Washington at Carolina this time, and then Vegas at Edmonton to start their half of the 2 home games. So, yeah, man, we ain't really got too much tonight, but shit, just a little something. And then baseball standings. Shout out to the motherfucking Yankees for getting that series win against the Padres. One of my homies, Jonathan Lopez, just got his master's degree from the University of Texas. Congratulations. One of your friends from the other night, remember you told me he was a Padres fan. He was talking crazy. I told him, yeah, we'll see you this week. What did we do? We saw you this week. We got a 2-1 series win. Let's do that right here.
Yeah, you saw you so hard. You had to put some sun.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? We are in May. We got a lot of ball left, obviously.
No, but we were giving the Yankees some hell because they weren't doing as well as we started.
We did hit a lull.
It's okay.
But that's what baseball is, man. 162 games.
It's an endurance race, man.
You know what I mean?
It's
it is
the
definition of a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
You just said.
120.
So, I mean, dude, 2.5 games back of the best record in the American League. Right now, the Detroit Tigers are up at the top, which is crazy to say. And then you got the Mariners, then the Guardians, and the Royals, and then you have our Yanks. Followed by the Athletics, who don't actually have a city or state name next to them right now because they are in transition.
They're going to Vegas, right?
Yes, and they are literally just the Athletics right now. It's so crazy to me seeing that.
And
they also are 6th in the American League right now, which is like insane for a team that's changing cities.
Yeah, in transition, you don't have a home.
Yeah,
and then they're going to be so pampered in Vegas.
Oh, dude,
come on, just God, man. Vegas is like a city that has nothing. The Dubai of
I couldn't imagine playing in Vegas, bro.
No, fuck that. But they've mastered the art of.
I'm just talking about just as
a young athlete.
I can't imagine playing in Vegas.
Your lifestyle will be pretty much like
you live in a different lifestyle.
Yeah, you think Miami was a lifestyle
or Atlanta? You know what I mean?
Fuck Atlanta.
No, I'm just saying them type of places, like you said. You know what I mean? You think that's Vegas is
Vegas is built on vice,
man.
Yeah,
what?
And then you're young and you have money, but then your recruiters are not. Club promoters are all just coming up to you, just trying to, hey man, just come,
just sit in here for 5 minutes, bro, and just
we'll give you a free bottle,
bro. And I'm just like,
dude, I would go crazy and just land branding deals. I'll be like, just land ads, just be like,
so much extra bread just off little shit like that, bro.
So much money.
I will say though, we technically run differential wise, we're second best in the AL at plus 61. We are actually leading the AL in runs scored.
Wasn't there a $500 million contract that just got signed?
I don't know. Was there?
I looked it up because I typed in Perplexity. I go, what's the biggest sports news from this past week? There was some.
Let me see.
I want to say it's a Midwest team. They signed.
Is it baseball?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's some huge contract that just got signed.
Damn.
Because I remember thinking about it, I'm like, I got to bring that up, but I don't have my laptop. I'm recording this on my phone.
Oh yeah, no. I'm here to look, and normally I would know that, but wait, let's see. Jeff Passan predicts the next wave of mega contracts. Let's see, May 6th.
Yeah, maybe. Again, I don't get much sleep anymore, so I could be hallucinating.
No, you're probably not. Let me see.
So like baseball, $500 million contract or something like that. It was. Because I think it was, again, that's a shit ton of money. And for not to be the Yankees or the Red Sox signing this deal.
I see what you mean. Exactly. That makes sense. Let me see.
So anyway, while Trey's looking at that.
Yeah, I mean, I can multitask. But like I said, Yanks first in the AL East as well. We are, I think we're playing pretty solid ball. Max Fried has been a fucking revelation as an ace for us with no Garrett Cole. Definitely living up to his contract. And yeah, I mean, dude, his ERA is like under 1.1 right now.
That's like Rivera level.
He's dealing.
Yeah.
He's
okay.
fucking dealing.
All right. So, what's your name? The fuckface from Dallas, the Mavericks GM, Nico?
Oh, Nico Harrison.
All right. So take notes from the GM of fucking New York. Learning how to strong notes because you're getting more death threats now. I think there was
Brian Cashman be on some bullshit sometimes.
Dude, I feel like there's always something going on in Dallas about like Nico getting now more death threats.
Well, that's gonna continue to happen. He'll be okay.
Yeah, but there was even more. I could have sworn there was something else that
ain't finna do shit to him.
I mean, again, I've been trying to figure out this logic and I can't.
They ain't finna do shit. There's no logic behind it. He's an idiot, but they
No. I'm talking about Nico's mentality on that trade.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Vlad Jr. did get 14 years, $500 million.
Oh, okay.
That's who it was. And the Yankees were trying to get him maybe in the offseason if they didn't sign him. But yeah, bro, Nico is an idiot. His line of thinking was not there. But they ain't finna do shit to him.
No, I don't know if it's going to happen to him. But it's like, dude, you're becoming more and more of the most hated person in Dallas.
Oh, yeah, he don't even give a fuck.
We got murderers and white supremacist gangs and rapists. And I think all the one thing that these guys have in common is that they don't like you.
At all.
I'm sure you're a lovely guy. I don't know. In private, when you're not dealing with sport, I have no idea. I have no clue.
I think you suck, Nico. But also, thank you for giving the Lakers Luka.
Yeah, so personally,
Laker Nation appreciates that. But also, like I said, hey, and I hate to
Luka, you got one job.
I hate to get in shape, motherfucker. And on top of that, Rob Pelinka, you ain't exempt. I know Nico being an idiot kind of got you off the hook a little bit, got you an extension, all this other shit. You better get this shit figured out because I got too many people talking crazy to me.
Yeah. Don't do it if you're not doing it for yourself. Do it for Trey.
Like type shit.
Come on, man.
I got a Kobe tattoo right here. You was his agent. That was your guy, right? All right. Well, let's get this shit going then, motherfucker.
Yeah. Do you want more numbers tattooed?
What are we doing?
Yeah. Just
keep hanging jerseys and them rafters and shit.
Dude, you can have your whole entire life. You can be made in the shade. Just go through these 10 years or whatever, just doing work.
Quit being stupid.
Yeah.
Go out there and be a smart man like you have been before in your life. That's how you got to this position.
Do you want to be good or you want to be infamous?
You know what I mean? You want to go down as great, motherfucker, or do you just want to be okay?
And if you want to be okay, that's fine.
That's fine. You can rest on your laurels all you want.
I'm totally okay with
being give somebody else the job that want to be great, damn it, because this is a great franchise. This is what we want to do.
Yeah.
This is how we want to be. This is what you want to be remembered for, right?
Yeah.
All right, then, God damn it.
Go to the Nuggets.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to go there and bullshit, you can go do that with them.
Which is, again, for guys like Trey and I, we would just be happy to be able to play.
Oh, and also, time out. No. I gotta, come on, baby. Jerry motherfucking Jones. Shout out for making a motherfucking move and going and get George Pickens, man.
Something right.
Come on, baby. Why you can't do this all the time? What do you...
We know you're in there. Oh, I know you're in there, but you're like the most hated owner in football.
And slash GM, because you're the only motherfucking owner slash GM in football, motherfucker. But congrats, hey, shout out to you.
See, it's like an abusive relationship.
It is, man.
No, it's just when the times are good, they're good.
My coworker said I'm a masochist.
You are a masochist.
I am.
I mean, it's okay.
I am. I really am.
No, I like to think of it more. You're loyal. You're loyal.
One of my homies said the teams you root for are going to be questioned no matter what. But he said, but one thing I will give you at any point in time is that you are probably the most loyal fan I know. I said, bro, I will ride and die with my squads always. I have been since I was a kid.
I'm not a bandwagon.
I'm like, I am willing to die about this shit. What y'all trying to do?
At least he's not a Browns fan, man. That would just break my heart.
Hey, shout out Shador, though. I do. Hey, I'm rooting for Shador.
I root for the Browns.
I'm rooting for Shador.
They need it.
I'm rooting for Shador because they need to get that freaky ass nigga Deshaun Watson off their team. Because he clearly don't want to play football no more. And that's fine. He got his money. Cool, go do your thing. But if you want to be a serious franchise and you want people to stop saying things like what Wes just said.
I don't want to say
if you want to be taken serious, you know what I mean? He didn't want to say that. But if you want to be taken serious for real as a franchise, you need to get that nigga off the team.
Yeah, I think my heart more breaks for the city.
You already gave him all the money. What you losing?
Yeah. Yeah, you're already out.
He got the money already.
Check cleared.
Yeah, like he good. It's off your books. Yeah.
Take your licks.
You ain't got to worry about paying nothing later on, nothing that. You can go and let him go. You gave it to him guaranteed. He's good. Go ahead. You threw away $240 million, but hell, I mean, shit. You
get a good player, you can make it back and merge.
You know what I mean? You can, well, hell, Shador, you can make up for it.
Yeah, there you go.
So I just get rid of him. I like I said, I was rooting for Deshaun, and then he just went all the way off the rails. And so, hey, you got to move on. Shit, that not for real. It is. Shit, look at Antonio Brown. Hell, Lord, I'm praying.
Getting your bell rung too many times.
I'm telling you, bro, that shit is no joke.
Yeah, no. When I was watching, there's a thing on HBO.
It hit hard a few times.
Yeah, there's a thing on HBO right now called 100-Foot Wave, and it's about these big wave surfers, obviously out in Nazarene in Portugal.
Yeah,
and this one guy, his name is Garrett. I forget his last name. His name is Garrett. He's been big wave surfing. He's like one of the not OGs, but he's like one of the big names,
like Kelly Slater.
Bigger than when it comes to big wave surfing, he is the Derek Jeter. He's been around, and he so like he started to tell he was having some problems like erratic behavior. So they show him going to a neurologist here in Austin.
Yeah. And
they're like, how many concussions have you had? Because I think, 9 or 10 is like the max.
Yeah.
Like
in your lifetime, yes.
Yeah. So but he's
like more than, I think you can't have more than 3 in a season.
So he goes,
because the most two has had in the season so far is 2.
Yeah.
You can't have more than 3.
Yeah.
They have to.
Well, he said to the neurologist 100.
No, yeah.
Because then they start doing clips of his wipeouts, and they're not on some like 5 or 6 foot waves. These are 60 plus.
And remember, bro, you fall in the water from high enough, it feels like concrete.
Yeah, and then not to mention that a lot of it is also you get sucked up into the wave, thrown back down. And you're just getting pummeled.
And it doesn't. And also, a lot of people forget that it doesn't have to necessarily just be blunt force, like your head hitting something. It can, like, you can like snap your neck. Is any movement of your brain like that's what it is? But your brain bouncing around your skull. It's not necessarily just the blunt force trauma. It's the brain bouncing.
You can be
around.
punched in the face and not get a concussion.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But if your brain's bouncing around in there.
Yeah, and to get, when I used to surf, I've been sucked up into waves. These weren't big waves; they were like 6-footers.
Yeah,
but dude, just to get you churned out. You get vertigo, you swim down, you get back up, and then there's another wave. Right. Fuck, and it just sucked you right back in.
And you also saying like 6-foot waves. Shit. But I'm saying like fall. But I'm saying you falling and not being able to control your fall. So like that's still a high enough distance for you to fuck you. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you can't control how you land. None of that. So that's
to mention if you got your board attached to you.
Yeah, but there was just one surfer that. I want to say it was probably like 3 years ago now. He died because I didn't know that they that the little fucking thing underneath the board, they keep that shit super fucking sharp because so it can cut through the water.
Yeah,
and he got cut by his on his leg and bled out and died. Yeah, that shit was nuts to me. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, dude, like that's kind of like the give or take with surfing is, you want to have the leash on just because if you wipe out, it's easier. Exactly. But in big wave, you're getting towed in, but like you don't want to have your leash attached to you because if you're bored, the board catches and it will yank you.
Yeah, and you just go all over the place.
And I guess maybe in some big wave spots it might be not a bad thing because it's pulling you to shore.
Right.
But and then also we're saying with like Nazarene, which is out in Portugal, it's gotten so crowded that you're dealing with the pipeline of like, if you're not communicating, people don't see you getting towed in. You can have 3 people going in on one wave, which is, you barely have enough for you.
Right. You're just like, damn, that is a lot.
Yeah. Cause if you're going left, the other guy's going right. So obviously you're going to be crossing paths and you're trying to read the break. Which way is it going? So one of you is right.
And the other one is not.
But you're catching it at the same time.
Right.
That's not fun surfing to me. I don't need 7 foot barrel. It's all you need if you want to experience real, dude.
Cool on all of that.
You got 4 foot, get a 9 foot long, get a 10 foot longboard. You can ride puddles on that.
See, I'm scared of the ocean.
It's fun. But the thing is, the one thing about longboards is you can catch anything.
Yeah, but see, the thing about me, I'm scared of the ocetion.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't been to the ocean, but I'm still scared of it, bro.
No, it is terrifying because that's what I didn't realize also about Nazarene was that the kind of like the Loch Ness of how deep it goes. It's like bigger than the Grand Canyon deep wise. So what you're seeing up top, how far down it goes is literally insane.
Hell no, bro.
No, I'm good. And not to mention you gotta avoid the rocks.
So fucked
and
up.
Yeah, they got a lot of like equipment where on their vests and stuff, it's like an emergency like float where they pull it and it releases air and shoots them straight up.
Hell no, bro.
Nah, dude, I'm good.
Bro, did you see the new Final Destination that's coming out?
And they took it. I was trying to go see the movie Sinners.
Oh, bro, that movie was amazing.
Was it good?
IMAX.
I wanted to see it in IMAX.
It's coming back.
It's coming back to IMAX?
I don't know if it's sold out, though, already, but it's coming back next
because year. I wanted to see it, but they replaced it with Final Destination 9. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
The Bloodlines, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the new Avengers.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. But there's none of the guys have come back, right? The original cast?
No. But remember, it was Thunderbolts, but they're the new Avengers.
Right, and then
none of the original cast came.
I want to know how they're going to tie in Robert Downey Jr. becoming Dr. Doom.
But that's just going to be crazy.
That's all we want to see. Like why did we start going to superhero movies? Because within 1 year you had the Dark Batman Begins, and then Iron Man, and then like Dark Knight. So yeah, you have those two epic grounded. Well, obviously Dark Knight is grounded in a little bit more reality.
Yeah.
But Iron Man did feel like there was some sort of realistic, like it could happen.
Yeah.
Obviously it can't, but yeah. And then when you start going, and I don't hate Thor. I don't hate. But when you have the Dark Knight trilogy and Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man coming out, they were great movies. It's not because they were superhero movies.
Oh yeah, bro. Sinners is coming back. Next Thursday through Wednesday, so the 15th through the 21st.
Okay, fuck yeah.
And there's showtimes for all of them.
Okay, here at North Park?
It's at the IMAX off of Webb Chapel. So off of
635? That's where I saw, do you know what I saw there?
Hey, bro, honestly.
You want me to flex my age?
Well,
I saw Jumanji.
Oh, that's hard.
At that IMAX.
I was going to say, bro, I would be down to see it again in IMAX if you want to go.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. I'm
Did
down.
you just say when?
Because Zoe and them are still going to be gone until next Saturday, I think. So
fuck yeah, dude.
I'd be down to go. Well, I'm off next Thursday. I'll have to work Friday, Saturday. But
so let's do. We'll do a show and then ride out too.
So the times I'm seeing here are 10 a.m., 1:05 p.m., 4:10 p.m., 7:15, 10:20 p.m. And they also have a 1:40 in the morning showing. What the fuck?
Dude, I've actually done something like that. Where
really? I didn't even know they do that. No, I mean,
no, because then I could go right to work.
That's valid. No, that's valid. I just didn't even know.
That's not weird to me now, but
I didn't know they did.
I would do I could actually do like a 1 o'clock.
I would be down for the 1 o'clock.
Yeah, matinee.
For sure.
I love matinees because I like having the theater to myself.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, we'll mark that down next Thursday. Fuck Thursday,
yeah. Let's do it because I really wanted to see it in IMAX, but
because they keep saying how beautifully shot it is. And
me and Zoe went with two of our friends and we didn't see it in IMAX.
But there's been like no promotion about it.
I know.
Like
it was just because right after Thunderbolts was replacing it, and then people were like, "Why the fuck is it not staying that long?" So then they brought it back, and it wasn't a whole lot of.
They were just saying how good, just the story's good, the acting's great, but like as a production nerd, they're just saying the way it's shot is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
like you had a real cinematographer shooting it, and just the guy's like, "Hey, I got a big ass camera."
Right, exactly.
So
yeah, man. Hell yeah, dog.
So you got anything else you need to say, or you wanted to say next? Maybe we go see Sinners and we'll go do a little Strikes on End Zone movie review.
I'm down for that. We can venture off into because we do music, we do sports,
we do it all.
We do movies, we can do it all.
Yeah. See, we even talked about surfing.
Hell
so
yeah. That's true. That's true. We was talking about surfing because, bro, that shit's
Watch
crazy.
it. It's on Max.
Okay,
it's called 100-Foot Wave. I think there's 3 seasons.
Okay,
no, it's awesome. All right,
I'm gonna put Zoe on that. Make her watch it.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, guys.
Alrighty.
We'll catch you next week.
Sure.
See ya.
For sure.